Hey guys, just coming on for an update today. Boy, I tell you, if things just could not just pile on anymore, it never ceases to amaze me. So, the first thing was, I talked to the neurologist yesterday. So, back in 2021, after I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, I started having chronic fatigue and chronic insomnia. So I had went to the neurologist, I went to the sleep neurologist, hematologist, general practitioner, rheumatoid arthritis doctor, and just a bunch of people. They basically chalked it up to menopause and anemia. So I wound up having 2 iron transfusions at that time, and they did absolutely nothing for me. So when I had a sleep study and a nap study at that time, it showed that I had chronic interruptions during the middle of the night, and I had never had this before. And then I wound up having, what was the other thing he said? He said, it took me maybe 15 to 30 minutes, probably closer to 30 minutes to go to sleep. And then I would have just all these tons of interruptions. So that was mid 2021 after the Johnson & Johnson April shot. So then, once I got the Pfizer booster in November of 21, within a month or so after that, I started having chronic fatigue, exhaustion, and then starting to fall asleep while I was driving, while I was asleep, while I was sitting at my desk. The fatigue is so bad and the exhaustion is so bad that it's hard for me to get going in the mornings. It takes me about 2.5 to 3 hours to come out of the brain fog. So, with that being said, I went and had another sleep and nap study done earlier this year, around March or April. Might have been March. And so I was supposed to meet with it was March. So I was supposed to meet with the neurologist, the sleep neurologist, right after that, but then he got sick with COVID, and then all of my appointments got pushed back. So I just met with him now yesterday. So April to May, May to June, July, 3 months passed. And so he's like, I don't really know what to say. I'm like, okay, well, give it to me. He goes, your sleep and nap study is so completely different from the first one we took, like polar opposites. So now, instead of it taking 15 to 30 minutes for you to go to sleep, it takes you under 6 minutes, and that's not normal for anyone. So he said that is actually abnormal. Then you only went into REM sleep once, and you usually you're in REM sleep when you're in sleep, when you're sleeping. So that was another thing. And then I had multiple gasping for air and stuff in the middle of it. And then there was a bunch of other stuff. So I'd have to look at the notes and see what all he said. So he diagnosed me with narcolepsy and sleep apnea. And I'm like, that's just fantastic. Answer some questions. And we don't know why. We have no idea why the vaccines are causing this shot. So yeah, so that's just another thing to add. So then, so I'm supposed to travel in October for the KISS cruise with George and the band and John, and do photos. And so I lost my passport. Looking for it, couldn't find it, thought it was in my purse, thought it was in the other purse, and my memory and my brain is constantly foggy. My memory, finding things, concentration, all that stuff, it's horrible. It's gotten worse. And so I looked and looked and looked. So finally I got to a point where, like, I have just probably lost it somewhere. don't know what I did with it, and I'll just have to report it lost and go get another one. So I went to the post office today to go get another passport. I had given him all my information, and now I had, like, from Georgia, we get these little teeny birth certificate cards, and they're laminated. So, and that's what they give us. You can get that, or you can get the full size one. So that's what I had ordered and had. I've never had like a regular birth certificate. And so I had used that before to go get my passport. So apparently now you can't have it laminated, which I didn't laminate it. They laminated it. And it has to have my parents' name on it. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, I'm sorry, you can't. You'll have to go find your, you have to get another, either certified birth certificate, or you'll have to find your old passport. So I was looking and looking today, and then lo and behold, guess what I find? My current passport, which is now invalid. Oh my God. So now I definitely have to go get another passport. I did take new pictures today, henceforth makeup and all that. So I'll have to make another appointment and go get a new passport. I'm getting a passport card this time too, so that way I can take that when I travel. So my, like locally, like in the United States, and this will go with me internationally. But my God, the amount of just insanity lately, it just seems to just keep going and going and going. But some of the good stuff that's happened is I've had 3 interviews with news media here lately. So two podcasts will come out, another one, and another interview with another news source, and so I'll share those. We're about up to 450 on our support group for the vaccine injured. We're getting some traction with people. You know, I've got some good relationships with other organizations now where we're trying to help other people as much as we can. A new number came out today. We're at over 6 million in the world as far as vaccine injured and or dead. So, man, I'm telling you, this is just, this is horrible. This is no way to live. It's not. You know, lately, like I showed the other day on the video, my face, you know, you can still see everything that's going on, like the whole rashes and everything, and there's just a bunch of stuff going on. So, yeah, I'm going to keep screaming to the hills about what's happening to us. And then what it's doing to our neurological system and our immune system. I wish I would have never taken the shots. Ever. And this forcing us to take them, and forcing us, if we don't take them, we'll lose our job, or we can't go to school, or whatever. I mean, where are our freedoms on this? We shouldn't have to put anything in our bodies that we don't want to. So, yeah. So anyway, so that's what's going on, and hopefully, you know, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Usually always something's going on, so just thank you to everybody for the support, and I started posting some photos from my photography on, just to kind of break up some of the stuff that I've been posting on here, because I don't want to seem like doom and gloom all the time. So, so thank you for your support with the photos and the videos and stuff that I'm posting from the concert photography, and eventually I'll post them in my links to my stores. So if you're a big music fan and you want to purchase photos to support both myself and the artists, that would be fantastic. Thank you everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe. I appreciate that. And if you have any questions on anything, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I will see you again soon.